I'm Shankar Subaya. I developed this application called Pitch Wargames. So founders usually walk in to pitch their projects, and sometimes the funders ask some questions they didn't anticipate, so they can answer the questions, so they return empty-handed. So this particular one solves that problem. You give the name of the person and what are the pitch you want to give, and then it will find the handles by itself, and then this particular one giving Kannan Govindarajan. The pitch is healthcare data service that applies ontological enrichment to raw FHIR records, improving semantic interoperability, data quality, and downstream analytics usability across health systems. And then if you run the simulation, what it does is profiles sweeps of the LinkedIn post, biosignals, social scan, recent expose, and language patterns, web crawl, articles, mentions, and topical triggers, simulation, adversarial question and answer preparation. So it uses all the 4 AP5 tools, and then at the back end it also uses Anthropic's model to generate questions. In this particular case, it is now done with a profile sweep and with the LinkedIn and biosignals, a social scan, recent exposed. Next is going to do the next one. It's done with the next one, social scan, recent exposed, and language patterns, and then it's doing the web crawl. And then once it is done, it will generate a set of questions, top 5 questions that we can anticipate. So here the biggest advantage is you can put in a name, and the pitch can be different. The same person, the pitches could be different. So we can find out what their questions are, and then we can be fully prepared before we go and present to them. So this is a project. Right now it's doing the simulation, the adversarial questions and answer prep. Once it is done, it will present the most relevant questions, and then we can go from there. So as I said before, it is using all the 4 tools available in AP5, and then it is also using the Anthropic Sonnet. So here right now I have some saved briefings. Briefings are also stored. In this particular case, Kevin's, Eileen, Kannan Govindarajan, and Karen Kai are stored, and we can look at it particularly. So here, if you can see here, now it's done. So this is like its whole proposition list on ontological enrichment, already embeds terminology bindings, NOMAD. Walk me through technically where those standard bindings break down and what your ontology layer is actually resolving that space. Spec does not. Okay. We are describing a data enrichment middle layer. Given your background in enterprise software cycles, how are you threading the needle between health IT systems, clinical informatics team, and the AI agentic bias or actual economic bias, and which one signs the contract? Enrichment pipeline is presumably running over sensitive pH-led and fire bundles. What is your deployment model? Are you touching the data in a cloud environment, your control, or is this on-prem inside the health systems VPC? How does that architectural choice affect your ability to build a scalable shared ontology graph versus siloed per customer model? You mentioned downstream AI usability on output of your enrichment, but the current frontier of the foundation models that are increasingly trained to handle messy, heterogeneous clinical text natives, namely GPP4 variant, MedPalm, clinical LM, make those case to me that ontological enrichment is really necessary in a world where AI ledger is absorbing the ambiguity. Your 1996 to 2000 academic work on constrained logic queries are essentially about resolving ambiguity in formal knowledge system, which is structurally what you're doing. So let me ask you directly, what is the novel computer science here? Is this a research contribution, engineering execution, play, or a data network effect business? And be honest which one, because each one has very different levels. Okay. And sources used, Kannan Govindarajan, Google Scholar, and these are the things it has done. High confidence only. It is giving the high confidence only. Thank you.